2 minutes ago, German Leopard-2 tanks began to help destroy Russia. The German decision to send tanks to Ukraine is a turning point. It is now clear that Vladimir Putin signed the death warrant of his regime in invading Ukraine. With the decision to send tanks to Ukraine and increase artillery production sixfold, America and its allies are moving to a war footing against Russia. Just as it took over a year to respond to Joseph Stalin's incorporation of Eastern Europe, so the West's determination to resist Russian President Vladimir Putin's attempted subjugation of Ukraine has been a protracted process. Now the die is cast. Putin was convinced that he could outlast the Western alliance, but it is intent on outlasting him. Any hesitation about confronting Moscow for its depredations in Ukraine has gone by the wayside. President Joe Biden is determined to crush Russian aspirations for hegemony in Europe once and for all. Despite initial hesitations, Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz has agreed to send Leopard-2 tanks to Ukraine. His decision has both symbolic and practical import. Symbolically, it frees Germany from the strictures that it operated under after World War I. Practically, it liberates countries such as Poland and Finland to transfer German-made tanks as soon as possible to aid a forthcoming Ukrainian offensive this spring. The United Kingdom has already promised to supply 14 Challenger 2 tanks to Kyiv. Poland and the Baltic states have been publicly pushing for Germany to abandon its ostrich-like position against aiding Ukraine with tanks. The Leopard is freed, declared Bundestag Vice President Katrin Göring-Eckardt on Twitter. She added, "Now he can hopefully help Ukraine quickly in its struggle against the Russian invasion." In all, Ukraine expects to receive 100 Leopard-2 tanks from 12 countries. The driving force in altering Germany's adamantine stance against dispatching tanks was its new defense minister, Boris Pistorius, who has made no secret of his support for Ukraine's struggle against Russian aggression and who demanded that the Bundeswehr, as an initial step, examine its inventory of tanks. While some in the Social Democratic Party have clung to obsolete notions of reaching some kind of accommodation with Putin and his Camarilla, Scholz's coalition partners, the Free Democrats and the Greens, have been stalwart in pushing for a more hardline stance. So has the Christian Democratic Union, whose leader Friedrich Merz declared, "It's the right decision." In essence, Scholz was bowing to the inevitable.